Hello everyone, I hope you are all doing well. Welcome back to my channel, Poke Penguin, and before I get into the unboxing right in front of you, I just want to say a quick couple things. First off, thank you for over 25 subscribers. I think right now we're at around 27. I just want to say thank you, and I appreciate everyone who keeps on coming back and watching these videos and supporting my little hobby here. And the other thing I want to say is sorry about last video's comments being off for a decent amount of time. I genuinely do not know what YouTube is doing. When I upload a video, it just automatically disables my comments even though I hit enable, and then once I edit the video after the fact to allow comments on, it shuts them off again. So I don't know what that is all about, but I'm trying to stay on top of it, and I'm trying to get comments, enabled the entire time the video is up. So if you have something to say and comments are disabled, if it's that important, if you want to write it out, I'm willing to talk and stuff. Just come back later again, and hopefully they'll be back up. Hopefully I'll have that fixed. And the last thing before we get into it is I just want to show off a card that I opened and got off camera on my own. This is from Paldea Evolved. It's a little art rare of Tinkatink, so that's another one for the collection. I believe this whole line has cards for it, so maybe we'll see the rest of it in a future unboxing. And here's a code card from the pack that it came out of. And yeah, without any further ado, let's get into this Astral Radiance booster box. This is what we will be doing today. Oops, sorry about the light dimming. Must be losing battery in my little light here. Hopefully it stays on for the rest of this video. But yes, we are opening up an Astral Radiance booster box. I know this isn't the newest set, nor is it probably the most popular set out of Sword and Shield. However, it is one of my personal favorites because of just how generous the pulls have been every single time I've opened it. Normally they have, single packs of these at my grocery store that I go to, and I normally get like 3. That's probably a decent amount, right? Sometimes I get, 1 or 2, but normally I get 3 because the chances of getting something is higher the more packs you get. And every single time I get 3, I get a hit. So let's see if a booster box is just as generous as those singles. So we have it all set up like the store display right there. We're gonna move Pikachu over, move Squirtle over. I also really like this set because it is based off of the Legends Arceus games, as you can see with this Hisuian Typhlosion. So hopefully we get some more Hisuian cards out of this box. However, there are other cards that, people are really into. I think there's a big Machamp out of this set that is a lot of people's chase card. And there's also the alt arts for the... oh, what's it called? It's the different forms of Palkia and Dialga. I'm hoping to get one of those because those cards look really, really neat. But without further ado, we are getting into our first pack with Uxie, Hisuian Overquill, Jubilife Village, Ralts, Hisuian Sneasel, Mischievous, Barboach, Barnyard. Ooh! Here we go! Pull on the first pack. We got a Radiant Hawlucha. And let's see if there's anything behind this. There's not. There's just regular rare Registeel. But we got a Radiant card on our first pack. I will be honest, I completely forgot there are Radiant cards in the set. So that's, the more you know. I mean, it makes sense. Astral Radiance. Radiant cards. Duh. But, I'll take it. I'll take it. Hawlucha's pretty cool. Little wrestling bird dude. His shiny's a little dark. Kind of hard to see. But that is a nice card. Nice Radiant hit on the first pack. I think I pulled from the side. I think I'm probably going to do half a booster box again. Just because, pacing and everything. And also, this month is getting a little expensive personally, with some life stuff going on. So I don't know how much Pokemon cards I can afford this month to spare. So I think I'll have to just do half a booster box for this video and the other half next week. I hope you guys understand. I mean, that has been the general pattern of this channel anyways. I do want to, get a little quicker with unboxing and being able to open up a booster box per video, but I do think half is a decent pace for what I do in terms of commentary and stuff. So I hope you guys understand. You guys are still enjoying it, I hope. Oh, and you can see in the back there's a nice hit peeking out, so let's see what it is. We have Choi as our reverse, and our Rangaroo V. Sweet! Double hit. See what I mean? This set is just super, super generous with its pulls. First 2 packs and we already got something. That's crazy. Look at that. Orangaroo V. Sweet. My light is getting a little dimmer. Let me see if I could turn it up more. Maybe I'll cut that, maybe I won't. But the light that I'm using for openings, the batteries must be dying, so I gotta get that checked out. Replace those batteries. Hopefully it's not too dim. Probably should have checked the batteries before starting this, but you know, I hit record and opened a packet and I noticed it got dimmer, so it's not the end of the world. I did videos before this without a light. The light just makes things better. Let's see if this light holds for the rest of the video. I hope so. As we get into the next pack. Combee, Drifloon, Psyduck, Togepi, Magnemite, Spicy Seasoned Curry, and a Leafeon Rare. That's our first normal pack. Alright, why am I reaching over? I was reaching over to the open packs to get the next one. Oh, jeez. I'm a little sleepy right now. My current job has me working on the night shift, so my schedule is a little out of whack, but, you know, we're doing what we gotta do, you know? Doing what we gotta do to get by. Alright, and see, we could still open up Pokemon cards even when your schedule's all thrown off. Because that's what's important, right? Is your hobbies. Oh, that's a cool Bronzong art. Sweet. And I might have squirrel brain during this video just because of lack of sleep. But we'll see, we'll see. Ooh, nice reverse Glaceon and a Hisuian Basculesian. That's a little mouthful to say. But yeah, one of the reasons why I really like this set is that it's based off of the Legends Arceus games. I don't know if anyone who is watching has played them, but I find them to be very, very, very fun. I say they, it's only one game, but I hope they make more. I hope that the Pokemon Company sees how popular the Legends game was and continues with that type of game style, because it brings a nice, refreshing change up with the series, because, you know, sometimes it gets a little mundane with the regular RPG stuff. I know some people, you know, love the RPG gameplay. Ooh, we got another hit. Hoo-hoo. Art, we've already seen this on the channel, and a Magnezone Hollow. Let's put this in a sleeve. This is my third one. That's fine. That's fine. Let's get that fixed up. There we go. Fixed up in a sleeve. I don't know what I'm saying. A little scatterbrain right now, but nice little Hoo art. Alright. What was I saying? Oh yeah, how much I enjoy the Legends games. I just think the gameplay that those games introduced with that like mini open world, and you know, all the Pokemon chilling out in the overworld, I thought it was just a really nice change of pace from the traditional RPG style of Pokemon games. It can get a little mundane, you know, walking around, random battle here, walking around, random battle there. And it's nice being able to, you know, sneak up on Pokemon and catch them. I thought that was a really, really good mechanic. Because sometimes you just don't want to deal with the whole battle of a Pokemon, you know, getting it down to low HP, trying to catch it, you know, all that fun stuff. When you can just sneak up on the Pokemon, use a berry or something, get it distracted, and then sneak up with a decent type item and catching it first try, that is very satisfying. I like the sneaking aspect of it. Normally I'm not a stealth game fan, just because I don't have the patience for it. I like to, you know, run in guns blazing, but I like the stealth aspect of that game, hiding in the bushes and waiting for the right, you know, window of time to catch a Pokemon. I like the game, and I really hope they continue that style of game with future remakes. As some people are saying, like, oh, maybe each wave of remakes we get a new Legends game, because Legends Arceus came out at around the same time as the Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl remakes, which kind of flopped, not gonna lie, which, oh, that's a very cute Eevee. I don't even know if we've seen that one before. But the Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl remakes kind of swung and missed with their games, just because it was pretty much the same exact game that was already released how many years ago. And with these remakes, people want, you know, different games, different style games, new mechanics, new visuals, all that stuff. And like, yeah, the visuals were a little bit different because it was in 3D, but at the end of the day, it was pretty much the same exact thing as the original games, and we wanted something different, but we did get something different with the Legends games. So some people think maybe on the next wave of remakes, in this case it'll be with the Black and White games, they'll release another Legends game. If that is the case, I'll be really happy. I'm a big fan of Unova, so if they do like some type of Legends things, like how they did with Sinnoh, you know, past Sinnoh being Hisuian, and they do one for Unova, I'll totally be interested in playing that game. I'll have a lot of fun with that. We even have a little dry spell with pulls. What's going on? This set's very generous with its pulls. What's going on? But I am curious to see what they do with remakes, or if they will do a remake in the next wave of games, the next gen, because when Unova came out, I'm not sure if anyone watching, you know, was into Pokemon when those games were releasing. Instead of having a remake that generation, they made a sequel to the original Black and White games. So, you know, you have Black and White, and then you had Black 2 and White 2. Some generations do skip over that. Ooh! I'll continue in a second. Radiant Greninja, bleh, a little tongue twister, as one of our pulls of the pack. That's really nice. I like the sunset. I know exactly what area this card is from. I'm blanking on the name though. It's something coast, of course, because there's water everywhere, but it's one of my favorite areas of the game, probably because the Hisuian Arcanine boss fight is there. I think it's Cobalt Coastlands. There we go. I played the game somewhat recently again, just, you know, finishing up some quests and stuff. I still gotta finish it up. But this is a neat pull. Sweet, Radiant Greninja. 2 Radiant cards. I'm down with that. I don't think I've pulled a Radiant card from this set until now. If I have, then I don't remember. What was I saying before Greninja interrupted me? Oh yeah. So with most generations, you get the new region. Jeez, these packs are falling apart. You get the new region. So in, you know, the current generation's case, it's Paldea. In the previous one, it was Galar. And then you either get a remake or a sequel. In most cases, it was a remake. But I think in Gen 3, that was the first time they had a sequel. So Gen 3, you had Ruby and Sapphire, and then a little bit of time passed, and then you had Emerald. Because I think, well, that one was actually a very unique case, because you had Ruby, Sapphire, Fire Red, Leaf Green, which was remakes, and then you also had Emerald. But the generation of Black and White, Gen 5, yes, Gen 5. Oops, sorry for the light flashing. Jeez, I gotta fix these batteries. I'm sorry. Sorry about the flashing lights. But in Gen 5, that was the first generation where they had, you know, the regular new region. They had Unova release. And then they just straight up did a sequel and no remake. Which I'm a little disappointed about, because I love the sprite animations and just the general design of Gen 5 in general. Oops! Skipped a card, skipped a Rowlet, and then we get an art rare. And anything behind it? Hisuian Decidueye Hollow. But as I get this sleeved up, let me finish my thought. I love the general sprite designs of Gen 5, so I was kind of disappointed there wasn't a remake, so we could see a different region in that style, but we ended up getting the remakes that we were waiting for anyways, after X and Y with the Gen 3 remakes. So either way, they still got them, and the Gen 3 remakes were great. So, but putting that conversation on pause, we got a Kingdra art rare with, I believe that is Claire from Gen 2, the Dragon Gym Leader. She was kind of a pain in the butt to defeat. Anyone who's played the game knows that she refuses to give you your gym badge, which is a little annoying. But you figure it out in the end, right? You get it done. Now, I think that was an interesting aspect of Gen 2, you know, changing it up, having a gym leader refuse to give you a badge. I don't know, it's pretty funny. Keep us on our toes, right? You know, always gotta change it up. But as you guys can tell, I'm a big fan of Gen 4 and Gen 5, probably because those were my first more mainstream Pokemon games. So when I grew up playing the games, my first ever one was Pokemon Pearl, and then my first ever like release as I was a fan of the game was Gen 5. So those ones hold a special place in my heart. Even I think they're actually gaining more and more popularity as time goes by. But I remember at the release of Gen 5, some people weren't really happy with some of the designs of the new Pokemon, but I never minded them, so there's that. I like the starters. Maybe not their final evolutions, but at least the base forms. I like the games, so I'm looking forward to see what they do for the remakes, and I just hope they either do something, you know, unique like how they did for Gen 3 and Gen 2 remake. Oh my god, the Heart Gold and Soul Silver remakes were absolutely amazing, and I hope either Gen 5 gets similar treatment to that, or they get a Legends game, because I'll be very happy about that. That was a really long-winded conversation about Legends, and while we end that conversation, we have a full art, Adaman Full Art. He is the leader of the Diamond Clan in Legends Arceus. He was an alright character. I didn't mind him. I think the characters from Legends were overall pretty good. I didn't mind them that much. There wasn't one that, you know, really. I guess Volo stood out to me, I guess, but I liked the introduction of all the characters and stuff. I didn't mind them. There was no one that I was like, I hate you. I do not like you. Maybe there was one actually, but that was because they were written well to the fact that I, you know, don't like them because of how they're written rather than I don't like you because you're boring. You know, I like it when characters have character. Oh, it's kind of obvious, right? But I think most of the characters had character in it. Ooh. And we got an Origin Form Palkia V-Star Rainbow Rare. Okay. My brain is all scattered and sluggish with the whole long-winded conversation about the Legends games as well as just, you know, working nights and stuff. But we got a Rainbow Rare. Let's go. Origin Form Palkia. Sweet. I can get down with that. I can get down with that. Palkia, as I just mentioned, Pokemon Pearl was my first Pokemon game, so Palkia has a special place in my heart with that. So I'm super down with that. And also, my light just died. Give me 1 second. We'll be right back. I'm gonna turn on the light in my room that I'm recording this in. Alright, and we're back. Sorry if the lighting looks a little different or weird or whatever. Sorry about the chaos of this video in general. But I want to make sure, you know, the cards are seen in a decent amount of light. So here's the Origin Form Palkia again. You can see the glitter now better. The glitter of the rainbow card. With the light on now. I'm sorry about I have a little like stand for my phone with a light attached to it. And I guess the batteries just decided to die on me. And instead of being, you know, gradual, it just felt like dying. But that's fine. We're on our final 3 packs, so hopefully this video looked good for most of it. I'm sorry for the chaos again. Next video will be a little bit more consistent. But I'm super happy with that Palkia pull. I'm also a big fan of the V-Stars in general. I think I'm trying to remember which set came out first. I want to say Astral Radiance was the first one to come out with V-Stars. Or was it Brilliant Stars? I can't remember which set came first. Maybe I'll look it up. Or which set had, you know, V-Stars first in general. But I do like those cards, and I wish they were around for a little bit longer. Ooh. Just because I like the way they look, and I wish that, you know, we could get more of them, but that's fine. We have the new gen coming out, or already out technically. We have the new gen with all those beautiful art cards and such, so it's a balance, it's a give and take, right? Same with the rainbow cards not being in the new gen. But putting a pause on that, we got a Luxray V. Sweet. Luxray was always one of my favorites. He normally gets a lot of love in the TCG, so I'm happy with that pull. That's a cool art too. Very, it's like you could see all the brush strokes for the fur and stuff. Super cool. Nice and dynamic. And we are on our final 2 packs. We got Palkia and Samurott. So we'll do Palkia first, just because we got the Rainbow Rare. But yeah, as fans of the TCG, I want to know your guys' thoughts about how you're liking the new gen of sets. Do you miss the Rainbow Rares? Do you miss the V-Stars? Do you wish that anything was added, anything was taken away? I do like all the art cards that they've been adding with the new set, so I think it's a give and take, and they did kind of ease us into that with Crown Zenith, because Crown Zenith had a lot of art cards, so it wasn't like it was kind of just a Hollow Typhlosion, by the way. It wasn't like a bam, you get no rare pulls, no rainbow rares, no nothing, just art cards. I mean, you do still get some rare pulls with the new sets, but you don't get the rainbows anymore. You still get gold cards. But do you miss the rainbow rare cards? I think they were a thing ever since Sun and Moon, so it's kind of interesting to see them get away with that. I wonder if they're gonna bring it back in a later set of Paldea. But we'll see. So far, we have the next 2 sets of the new set revealed. We have Obsidian Flames and 151, and so far there are no rainbow cards in that. So we'll see if the pattern continues. But without any further ado, my rambles, you know, always interrupt my actual flow of the video. I need to get better on it, I'm sorry. But we are on the final pack, so let's go through this one just like normal. So we have a Steel Energy, Gutsy Pickaxe, Zissou, Kirlia, Drifloon, Sudowoodo, Combi, Ralts, Nickit, Bisharp Reverse, and our rare is an Ursaluna. So nothing crazy in that last pack, but we did get some craziness on this side. So I'm just gonna rearrange our pulls. Like, look at that. We got so many pulls on this one side. I'm just gonna rearrange them so we can do a little recap kind of in order of rarity and such. And I have a sneeze stuck, so bear with me. Jeez. My brain is acting a little sluggish with all these pulls. I'm like trying to figure out which one weighs over the other. Oh geez. So many cards. Not enough space. Radiant Radiance. Those go there. I'll put you here. I'll put you here. You are last. And we'll do that. We'll do that. Alright, we got a pile of all of our sleeve stuff in order of how I want to show in the rarity. And just to recap, here are our hollows. We have a hollow Magnezone. We have a hollow Hisuian Decidueye, Action Shot. And we have a Hisuian Typhlosion hollow. And here we have our pulls of a Radiant Greninja on the Cobalt Coastlands. We have Radiant Halucha. We have Kingdra with Claire, you know, hanging on. I think they're probably using the move Waterfall or something. Pretty neat. We already saw this one on the channel, but it's the Hoo-Hoo art card. I love this art, so I'm happy to get more of it. We have a Luxray V, super cool dynamic pose. Love the colors. Luxray is one of my favorites. Oranguru. Nice little dude chilling out. We have Adaman Full Art. And we have Origin Form Palkia V-Star Rainbow Rare. That's a mouthful of a card, but this was an unexpected pull. Super happy about that. And with all these pulls on this side, I'm curious to see what the next side has to offer. I wonder if it's gonna kind of be a little equal, or if this side was absolutely stacked with the pulls and this side might be a little disappointing. We'll see how it goes. But with that, we have made it to the end of the video. Thank you for listening to all my rambling. Sorry for the chaos in this video, all the lighting issues and stuff like that. I appreciate your patience if you made it this far. And just in general, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Love to discuss anything Astral Radiance or Legends or Remakes or anything that I talked about in this video. If you want to talk about it in the comments below, feel free to drop something. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time for part 2 of this. Peace!